close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
Hi guys, I hope you're all well. Today I'm going to be doing this night out glam look for you. So if you like this look, then please keep watching. To prime my eyelids, I'm going to go in with this Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. I'm going to be using this as my concealer as well, but I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of it on my eye just to use as a base for my eyeshadow, because I'm doing my foundation after a bit of my eyes. I'm going to finish, I've done this eye as you can see, half finished it, and then I will finish it once I've got my foundation on. For the eyes, I'm going to be using the Nyx Matte Trimini palette, and firstly I'm going to go in with the shade Matte Lin, which I'm going to put all over my lid, because that will set the concealer. It won't really put much colour onto our lid, so that's just to set the concealer. And then with this E40 brush, I'm going to go in with Matte Lopez, and I'm going to put that through the crease and the upper crease area. So first of all, I'm just putting Matte Lin all over the lid just to set the concealer. Oh, this palette's from the Balm, by the way, I didn't say that. And now I'm going to go in with Matte Lopez, which is a warmer kind of brown. I'm just going to pop that in the crease and the upper crease area. Go backwards and forwards and then in circular motions. I literally couldn't live without this E40 brush from Sigma though. If there's any dupes for this brush, let me know, because I'd love to try something else. By the way, I am wearing a top, but it's a crop top, so I look a little bit naked, I am. Now I'm going to go in with Matte Evans, which is the shade, not the black in the corner, but the other shade, like the brownie kind of shade in the corner. And I'm just going to pop that through the crease as well. Just keep adding some depth to these sort of looks. Because the lid is so dark, you don't want to just put black on the lid and be like, that's it. You need to add a bit of dimension to the eye, so you don't look like you got panda eyes. Now with the Sigma E45 brush, this is a tapered blending brush, so a lot smaller than the other one. I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is called Matte Reed, the middle shade at the bottom. It's a dark brown. Kind of turning my brush like this, and pushing into the crease and running it through. Flicking out at the edge. I kind of work quite in small steps at this point. I don't just go like I did with the brush before. I sort of move it a little bit more slowly. Now I'm going to go back in with Matte Lopez, and I'm just going to run that through the crease once more, just to blend the other shade, because it went a little bit high. So if it goes a little bit high, just grab a little bit of the colours you used before and just blend, 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 blend. On the base of the lid, I'm going to go in with that matte black shade, and it is called Matte Ahmed. And I'm just popping that directly onto the base of the lid. I'm going to grab my E45 brush again and just blend that into the crease shade, because we don't want to just have like a block of black on our lid. We need to blend that into the crease shade as well. I'm going to grab a baby wipe, because that is really annoying me that it looks messy at the moment. We could do this at the end, but that fallout is really annoying me. Fallout. Okay, now I'm going to be using a product that I've only used for the first time today, and I'm really loving it. And it's from Pure Cosmetics, and it is their eye polish. Now this is the shade that I'm using. It's called Caviar, and it's kind of like a khaki green colour. It's beautiful, so nice. And the idea of these is that you can use them as a top coat, like I have today, or you could use them as a base coat, or you could use them on their own. So you could literally use them in so many ways, but they're just such a cool product. And you get this little silicone brush, which looks like this. It's just a plastic silicone brush. And what you do is you dip it into the product. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it on top of the black. So there's a bit more to it than just black. It turns to a little bit khaki, a little bit gold, and it just looks a little bit more glam. So just pop that onto the lid. By the way, I completely forgot to say that I've already done my brows, and I used the dip brow pomade and toe, but I just thought I'd do it before filming because it always takes me ages to do my brows, and you know how to do brows. So now onto the face, and first of all I'm going to be using NYX Shine Killer as my primer. This makes the skin feel really soft as well. Just putting it mainly in the areas where it would get shiny. I mean, we like to shine, we like to glow, but we don't want to look oily. We want our makeup to last. For foundation, I'm using the YSL Touche Eclat in the shade BD40. And to check that I've got no lines where I put my foundation, I like give myself a bit of a double chin and just check there's no tide marks, because that is a bad look. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer again, and with this, a little goes a long way, so you don't need much. I'm going to pump a little bit onto my hand. That is probably too much, but we'll see how that goes. And grab a little, what am I grabbing? A 3D HD Precision brush from Sigma. I'm just going to apply it under the eye and then in all the highlighted areas. So in a triangle shape. My hand's so dry, it's like soaking up all the product. Then I'm going to blend that out with a beauty blender. Damp beauty blender, I might add. And then to set my under eyes, I'm going to be using that damp beauty blender again and grabbing the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And I'm going to bake under my eyes. So what I'm going to do is grab my damp beauty blender, like put it all in the product. So I've got quite a lot on the beauty blender, and just pack it under the eye where we put the concealer. And this will make your, you won't get any creasing underneath the eye, you won't have any mascara smudging underneath your eye, and your eyes will look really nice and highlighted. So I'm just popping that on, and I'm just going to leave it there for a few minutes. A little bit on my chin and the areas where we highlighted. I'm not going to bother with the nose though. So I look ridiculous right now. So to set the rest of the face, I'm just going to grab some Laura Mercier translucent powder and just use a powder brush and just kind of dust it around some areas of the face. I'm not going to bother putting it there, but I'm just popping it. Whoops. To contour, I'm going to be using the Rodial Instaglam contouring powder, but this is their new shade and this is dark. And I thought, since I've got my tan on at the moment, I can try this one. I love their contouring powder, so I'm really intrigued to see the dark one. I think Kim Kardashian has used this, so and I think Mario used it on her, so we'll see what it's like. Obviously I like the original, so I'm guessing I'll like this. I hope it's just not too dark for me, but it'll be fine. So I'm just going from the corner of my ear, aiming down to the corner of my mouth, but stopping like there. Oh, I love it. Definitely gives me more of a contour when I've got my tan on, because sometimes, like, the other one works really well when I've got a tan still, but I think sometimes it's kind of a bit more subtle. So if I'm going on a night out or something, I obviously want it to be a lot more dramatic. down the sides of my nose. Under the lip, under the chin, and the jawline. Okay, I'm going to have to wipe away the Secret Brightening Powder. I would have liked to have left it on longer, but I haven't got time. But you get the gist. You could leave it on for like 10 minutes or something, but I've left it on just for a few. And I'm sorry, I'm using a Sigma Dual Fiber Powder slash Blush Brush F15 to just blend it away. To highlight, I'm going to be using Opal from Becca. I haven't used this in ages, so I thought I'd use it today. I'm going to be using my Morphe M501 brush. This is my favourite brush to highlight with. So I'm popping it on the tops of my cheekbones and around the brow a little bit. Down the centre of my nose. And just a dot at the tip. So you're making kind of like an exclamation mark, kind of speak. And then like you as well. And then what's ever left on that M501 brush, I'm going to put on my chin and a little bit on my forehead. I don't want to put too much on because I don't want to look greasy. And that shine colour is like, try to make us not look greasy, so I don't want to look greasy. I'm going to use this L'Oreal Sculpt blush in the shade Rose, Soft Rosy. I love this, it's really pink. I'm popping it on a little bit more dramatic than I normally would, because I'm always a bit subtle with my blush. I never really realised until recently, but I really don't put a lot of blush on. And then I'm just going to blend with this Furless stippling brush. I'm going to pop a little bit of this highlight on the inner corners of my eyes and the brow bone. In the waterline, I'm going to be using this Golden Olive NYX pencil. Now I'm going to get a bit of Matte Lopez, which is that orangey matte shade. And I'm using a Zoeva 227 brush, and I'm just going to pop this on the lower lash line. Now I'm going to go in with Matte Reed, which is that dark brown shade that we use for our crease. I'm going to put that under the lash line as well, but not go as low. For lashes, I'm going to be using these ones that are an absolute bargain from Primark. They're £1, and these are the ones called Sultry. And I've popped this one on already, and they're really wispy and kind of just really pretty, really. And they're not harsh or anything, and it's really nice. But the lash glue goes green when you put it on the band. I've never used these before, but it has disappeared now. I've put it on the eye. So I'm going to pop this one on, and then I'll be back. I'm going to now go in with the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash mascara. This is really good for your bottom lashes, and I don't feel like I need loads for my top lashes, so I thought I'd use this today because the wand is so small. So I'm just going to gently put some on my own lashes. For lips, I'm going to firstly go in with Gerard Cosmetics Lip Liner in Share. And I'm actually going to fill in my lips with this. And now I'm going to go in with NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu. So that is the final look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you wear it on a night out, and I hope you have fun. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe because that would be really awesome and make my day. So I hope you have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon.